Yo, 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 everybody. Welcome to the Faster Tadpoles. It's a beautiful day out today, at least where I am at. I don't know about the Canadian boy here, but I mean, I can take nice deep breaths. I don't know if he can. Um,
Wow.
so today's episode, we're gonna do kind of like that was only half breath. We're gonna do a debate here on what we talked about last episode. If you weren't there, last episode a question was posed. Um, whether who would win in a fight, a grizzly bear or a gorilla. Um,
On neutral
basically
ground.
on yeah, in like on an area that would provide positive equipment for both. You know, not overly dense forest, but not a sparse forest either. Just a decent amount of large trees that each animal could run around and up and down on.
Yep.
Um,
Oh yeah.
so that's kind of what we're talking about. I, of course, chose the gorilla, and Doc, my good friend Doc here, ended up deciding that the
Grizzly
grizzly
bear.
bear was gonna
Bill.
grizzly bill was gonna take it. So, and
Yeah.
then
Grizzly Bill.
my close friend here, Lucas the Abominable, um,
Abominable.
abominable.
I
I mean,
am
same
I
thing,
am
dude. You
morally
you are both.
repulsive.
Um,
Wow.
I don't blame people for blocking off the part of the screen that he's on right now. You know, uh,
Just watching yours.
that's what I did. So, um, um, he is actually undecided. He's split right down the middle. So we're debating each other, but we're kind of trying to place our facts towards him and possibly his ideas and his opinions that he might formulate from this. So we're in that regard. So that's what we're doing today. On a quick note, though, before we get started into this, I do want to say this Thursday, which is the 14th, I think, the Aurora Borealis will be visible for the
No kidding.
um, top northern 11 states
It's gonna be
for the
a busy
U.S. It's
night
gonna be a
on
gonna be a
Aurora.
very
I'm
big one.
excited.
We had a large solar flare come this way, and it kind of just missed us. So it's hitting the edge of the Earth's magnetosphere. So it's going to be very very active. So if you're up in the northern states, um, rip outside. I don't know exactly what time it's going to be visible. So just keep your eye to the sky around that day on Thursday. It should be pretty cool if you've never been able to see them before. To see them where we live is pretty astounding. Like I think the last time that happened was during the Carrington effect in like 1904 or something like that, or something. Super
I
super
I don't
crazy.
wanna
So
I don't want to spoil it for you, but unfortunately, there was a really massive Aurora Borealis earlier this year in Buffalo. That was purple. It was so strong that it was
oh,
purple, and
Really?
interesting.
it was in early
Huh.
late. It was in early spring. It was probably maybe like early April because we got it up here, and it was insane up here. But
Yeah.
you guys, they showed where it spanned down to, and people even in North Carolina could see it. The last one that we got hit by, so it was a huge one.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, no
I
kidding.
was not aware of that one.
No, it's all right. Yeah, it was
Um.
wild. If you look it up, people have some crazy pictures. Even where you guys live, have some crazy photos of it. Um. Anyways, but yeah, this Drake's correct though. This one, hopefully, you guys have clear skies on Thursday because it is going to be a bright one again, and it's kind of scaring me that we're getting these. Maybe even lately, just these super solar flares that have been super strong. I have a couple from last fall too, and I haven't seen before last fall. I haven't seen the aurora borealis in probably 12 years, and now I've seen it
Well,
4 times now in this past year.
you want to know
That's
why?
crazy.
Because the sun has an 11-year cycle that it goes through, and every 11 years we start getting hit with some pretty large solar flares. And then it goes away for about 11 years and then comes back. So the sun's on an 11-year cycle with its rotation and its spinning for the solar flares on us. So that's why we're getting hit. That makes then that your math checked out saying about 12 years ago. If give or take 1 year, you're at 11 years.
Yep. Yep.
Um, But that's the reason why we get hit by solar flares, not all the time, and
Yeah.
we're lucky that the last one, the last big one we had was the Carrington event, which was super. If the Carrington event happened today, we would have had outages that would have lasted 4 to 5 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember
As
reading
well
about
as
this.
Wild.
other
And
massive like infrastructure changes that would have been would have had to
and
have
it
happened
and
whatnot.
apparently it decimated their simple system back then. Like decimated
Yeah.
the simple electrics that we had.
Yeah, it caused multi-trillions of dollars worth of damage and to our electrical equipment and whatnot. We'd be sent back
Yo,
quite far.
that probably scared literally the literal fuck out of some people back then.
Yeah, dude. It did. I remember really reading stories about people looking up to the sky and like, what the fuck is that? I don't.
What the fuck is that?
I'm
Can
in
you
Florida
imagine?
right now. Yeah, I'm in
What do
Florida
you
right
think-
now, and I don't know what that is.
What do you think people of like maybe Aboriginal current current village Aboriginal villages that don't have any human contact besides their own villages, what do you think they think that is? We know the scientific reason for it, but there are probably some civilizations out there that don't have contact with humans still that are like, that's our god. Our god just
Like
appeared
that
for the first time
island.
in 12 years. Yes.
What's that
yeah.
island's name?
North
Off of
Sentinel
India.
Island.
Yeah, North
North
Sentinel.
Sentinel. Yeah. Think about
Yeah,
that.
like
What-
that.
would they pray to that, or would that be the night when they sacrifice 6 people? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I mean both.
Yeah. Probably both. More than most likely.
You know, yeah. I mean that's just that. That's like the craziest shit.
or that time is the only duration where they can have sex. So like 12 years, all of a sudden the lights come on, they're like, pound it out, like everyone's jumping on everyone to get it out quick. Yeah, just slamming
One
home.
night. That's it.
That's why these Aboriginal places, all of their children are 12, like all of their generations are 12 years apart.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Wow,
Actually, it'd be
yeah.
24 years. They wouldn't be pregnant at 12. That's kind of fucked up. It'd be 24 years apart. 24 sounds better.
I just know the last few like events we've had, either with like blood moon or whatever. It has been cloudy, always.
Yeah.
Every
we've been
single
pretty
time.
unlucky
Dude.
with like overcast here for sure.
Yeah.
I
Past
really
that's-
hope,
few
I
really
really hope
cool
Thursday
events.
isn't gonna be bad.
That's the opposite here. That's the opposite here. Is it's been clear skies and
Like this. Yeah, the super
Okay,
moon
rubbing
we
it in.
had. The super moon we had recently was overcast. The blood moon we had.
Oh,
was
I can't-
Super hardcore.
No,
Overcast.
I can't
It's
say
all
that
thanks
because
to fucking Canada because they're on fire right now.
Drake, we seen that moon when we went ghost hunting.
I've seen your moon.
Yeah, you had. Yeah, you did when we went ghost hunting. Oh man.
Wow.
But wait, when we went to the
Drake,
Graveyard?
it's supposed to rain all night on Thursday night for you guys.
Of course it is.
I'm
Fucking
gonna-
of course it is.
I'm gonna Foos Roda the freaking sky. You can just open up the sky for me.
Yeah, when we went, I got a picture of that moon when we went ghost hunting. It was insane.
I don't think it was a supermoon that night.
I think it was just a full moon.
Yeah,
think it was a blood
just
moon.
dude.
Was it?
No, that was because your stupid fires, dude, in Canada.
What? This is not.
Yeah.
That's a moon, you idiot.
Yeah. What do you mean? What light is different from the moon versus the sun? Do you think the moon has its own light source?
There, a little better of a photo of it.
You definitely edited it as well, dude.
I just turned the brightness down. Look at it.
Trying to make a moon from
It helps the saturation. See, now look at the brightness of my phone. It's shittier. Anyways, that was a super bright, like red moon or whatever too. That was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, it was pretty neat.
So, yeah, so that's happening this Thursday. Unfortunately, if you're in Buffalo, you're probably gonna miss it. Probably where I am is probably gonna be clear skies, and I'll be eating some fries. So, I'll be looking
If I don't
forward
get
to
any
doing
pictures
that.
of you eating fries on Thursday, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna tell you.
With just, dude, what if it's Drake? I'm gonna send you a photo of someone's gonna take a picture of my side profile with the backdrop that is the Northern Lights, and you can just see my outline on the Northern Lights, and it's just gonna be me holding a fry to my mouth.
That'd be perfect.
Oh, that'd be so dope.
I'll give 10 points to Gryffindor if that happens.
You the second I send you that photo, I just see a little laser on my body, and then that's it.
Move up and just go, it's in my eyes. I can never see the Aurora Borealis anymore.
So yeah, so they're like I said, they're gonna debate the gorilla and the silverback gorilla. Let's be
I said it. I said it.
the
You didn't say
silverback
it.
gorilla. Let's
I said
be.
So okay, if you want to be specific, it's the eastern lowland silverback gorilla
Drake, why don't you
versus
stream us some
the
photos so they can see?
The North American grizzly bear.
Like an
Show us some photos.
Alaskan fucking grizzly.
Yeah,
Big
an
motherfucker.
Alaskan grizzly
You-
or North American grizzly.
Probably
That's
Alaskan.
That's up to Doc to decide. Doc can decide that before it starts.
That changes everything, but
I don't know. I kind of just went like generally grizzly bear.
yeah, that's what I like.
Okay,
That's what I
that's
looked
fine.
up. That's why I changed that. If it's an
Yeah.
Alaskan, obviously Alaskan grizzly is pretty close to a fucking polar bear, which I think a polar bear
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Doc's like,
Although
I'm gonna.
I will say a mongoose, there has been multiple instances of mongoose killing polar bears by biting down on their throats and collapsing their esophagus.
Oh,
So polar
Geese,
bears aren't the end all be all. Mongoose are.
Doc's like, I'm gonna debate the Alaskan bullworm.
Alaskan bullworm.
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
heck yeah.
bro.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think
I'd be interested to see how Doc debates this.
Damn.
I want to know if Doc's gonna try and sway me here, if he's gonna be good or not.
I don't know. We're gonna find out though. We will for sure find out. It's a bear, dude. They're just literally the walking tanks.
The image I found is small and stupid.
That's that's a very good. You're already starting off with a very good euphemism there. That's really, I like to hear that a lot. The
Thick
walking
coat,
the
thick
walking
skin, thick
tanks.
armor.
The walking
Yeah,
tanks.
man.
Low to the
got a
ground,
hell-
kind of hunky. Okay,
Yeah.
point for Drake or point for Luke there already out of the gate. Holy shit, the walking tanks.
And they both got nasty bites. And that's what they're there for.
Okay, so there's our gorilla.
This is the gorilla right here. This is just all gorillas. So, but we're doing averages here. We're not gonna do the largest of the largest. We're just gonna do like we're gonna take what is between this and this and just do its middle ground, the average.
Insane animals.
So they're hardcore dudes.
They're built. Look at that one. Yeah, there's some jacked ones there. There's some jacked poses for sure.
Yeah, like this guy right here is huge.
Yeah, dude, look at that.
Big fucking guy.
That's a tank. Look at those biceps.
I mean, look at the fucking pecs on that dude. That he doesn't work out. That's the thing.
They are fucking
I will
scary.
find you common ground with both of these animals, and that is it would fucking suck to be killed by them.
Either one.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you right now, either one is dropping you in one hit.
Either one's
Definitely.
a rough day, dude.
If
Either
you're
one is
lucky.
a rough day.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, if you're lucky, yeah. I will tell you a reason if you're a male, again, especially a male that looks like sort of a monkey, so they kind of know what your anatomy. It is very bad because gorillas, when they fight each other, they favor going for large rocks and castrations. So they will castrate you mid-fight.
Oh.
Yeah, man, they just grab, rip.
And
They don't fuck around.
Dude,
they
that makes me
purposely go for
hurt.
that. They purposely
Yeah.
go for that.
Oh, dude, can you imagine? Oh man.
And the worst part is, you want to, if there's ever an animal you want to die by, if you had to choose one, you'd want it to be a wild cat.
Yeah, 100%. A tiger,
Because
lion,
they-
jaguar, panther. 'Cause
Dude,
go
they
for the neck to
attack
kill
you
Yeah.
to kill you.
Yeah.
And they do it efficiently. Bears? No, fuck no. They just hold you
they'll eat
down
you
and just
alive,
bite
yeah.
chunks off of you.
Bears will eat you alive, and then gorillas, they want to hurt you as much as possible.
This is
They're just
literally
gonna pound your ass down, and they're not
this
gonna care if
is-
you're dead, just
Oh,
not
come on.
moving.
Is it gonna work? This is literally what's gonna happen. Right here. Look at that's literally what's gonna happen.
Yep, to Patrick. Okay.
That's your nuts.
I see what you did.
Yeah.
Yep. But okay, so I'll state my thing. So the reason why I think the gorilla is gonna win, I think opposable thumbs are quite a big evolutionary advantage, and the gorilla's got 4 of them.
That is true.
First off, the gorilla's got 4, and then I
Okay.
personally think the strength is a big factor in this as well. I think strength plays a pretty large factor.
So I have a question. What do you think those thumbs? And now this is me. I'm asking questions, and I'll ask questions unbiased of both sides. So because I'm debating. I'm curious about this. What do you think those thumbs are actually going to do? Because I don't think those thumbs are big enough, because they're kind of like this. I don't think their thumbs are big enough to grab onto one of the bear's limbs. I don't think it'd be able to get its arm around the bear's limbs.
Yeah, so the average gorilla hand is like twice the size of your hand, Luke.
Okay, then maybe. Okay.
So they're quite large, and if he doesn't have to grab the bear's limbs, remember he's grabbing for rocks
And cocks.
and cocks, which the bear definitely can be grabbed in those two locations. I'm not.
Yeah.
sure how big a
Well,
bear's
let's be
rocks
honest. I
and
think
cock, So
I think like we discussed though, a bear would have a red rocket, so it would be hidden, wouldn't it?
not the bing bongs. Not the bing bongs.
Oh
Because
yeah, the
Doc has even
tallywhacker.
showed- there's videos of bears even being whacked in the dingleberries.
The
They
berries.
just
The
lay
berries.
low, yeah.
Dude,
The bears
can you
get
imagine?
whacked in the
Dude, imagine a silverback just taking a huge, massive rock in the palm of his hand and then just literally speed bagging your sack.
Oi.
Definitely. But anyways, that's what I think. That's what I think gives the gorilla the advantage in this scenario here.
Point for you for sure. Compelling argument there. That's some strong stuff.
If you want to see like.
Show and tell.
Here, I'll show you this right here. Just to stream real quick, Luke.
Okay, yeah, that I think that's safe to say that's fitting around a
Man,
could you imagine the hand job from that thing?
I know, because it's gonna be gone. So they're quite big.
Okay.
They got some big old hands.
So that can grab a bear's arm. Okay.
But okay, so we both say that are kind of a fact. Doc says it's just a fucking tank. I say that the strength of the bear actually is of the gorilla is actually right for. Let's state you some state you some statistics of each animal, just so we can get like an image in our head of like what each thing looks like.
And then I'm gonna ask you two the same question when I have a question in mind, and that's gonna kind of help me sway some things too. So, all right, give us some facts, Drake. Shoot your facts.
So, I'll ask Doc here. I'll say for the gorilla, because the gorilla lacks in this department here. So the gorilla standing on all fours is on average about 5'5", maybe a little bit shorter, 5'3", 5'5", while the gorilla on average standing up on its two hind legs is 6 foot.
Yeah.
So I mean, the gorilla is gonna be a little bit smaller in that regard. Doc, how big is a bear?
A grizzly bear is like 8 feet on its hind legs.
On average, 8 foot on its hind legs, and what about on all fours?
I think it was measuring
Like
what
Like
5
feet, I think?
5.5. Was it? No,
I think it was about 5
5.
as well.
Okay.
Was it 5 on all fours?
It's like 5.5.
Yeah. So on all fours, they're roughly the same size. On all fours, the gorilla is bigger than the bear is, but when standing up, the bear is 2 foot bigger than the gorilla, pretty much. So keep that size in mind. Okay. There's that. Okay. Doc, how much does your grizzly bear weigh on average?
800 pounds on average. That's actually, I think, higher average.
That's around the higher end. So on average, the gorilla weighs 300 to 400, or 400 to 500. I'm sorry. The eastern lowland gorilla weighs 400 to 500. 500 being high. So the largest gorilla was 6'6" and 583 pounds. That was the largest one. So
That's actually a pretty cool fact. I'm gonna try to find that out.
So but on average, so we could just say 450 on average for the gorilla.
Yeah, and then I would say 700 for the bear if we're on the. I'd say 700 for a grizzly.
So yeah, 700 for the grizzly on.
So that's part of a difference of like 250. So that's not
1,200 pounds.
It's about
holy shit.
Holy fuck, dude!
Now
My
that's
God.
a fucking tank, dude. Now that's a tank. I don't know
What
kind
height?
of
What
fucking
was the height?
nuclear.
Doc.
Wait, hang on. It
I don't know
was
what kind of nuclear fucking waste that bear got into.
That's
You know,
straight from
Turo.
Chernobyl, dude.
honestly
You know,
like
was
Straight from Chernobyl. It's eating the fish out of the fucking retention pond right next to the
yeah,
fucking
dude.
reactor
It's eating
4.
it's eating the three-eyed fish.
apparently
Apparently.
10 feet. Apparently 10 fucking feet
thanks.
tall, and it was 1,200 to 1,600 pounds.
Dude, someone should have saved those jeans. Those are fucking premium jeans,
Jeez.
dude.
So
10
fuck is
feet
that thing
tall.
made
what
of?
happened to him, man? Like, holy fuck.
Imagine that looking.
Right.
Dude,
Okay.
Drake, imagine if you were on your hike and a 10-foot bear weighing 1,200 pounds stood up.
I'm crawling inside myself.
Drake fully retracts and turtles.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like swirl into a little and just disappear, you know, for a sec. You know,
Yo.
like that's what's happening. But okay, so
I
we
got a
know-
good
so-
one here.
okay, what is it?
I didn't know this. Like, I'm a huge fan of grizzly bears. I love all bears. They're some of my favorites. What I didn't know, grizzly bears do not live nearly as long as I thought
No, they're only
until
like-
looking this
No,
up.
it's like
they're only
20 years.
20
years,
to 25
Yeah.
years.
It's like 20 years. Yeah, I knew that.
I
Yeah,
had
they
no
don't live
idea.
long at all.
Yeah, gorillas are 40 to 50 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, apes live a long fucking time.
Yep.
So you're
okay.
okay. So can you both give me the average lifespan of each animal in their prime? So the at their half years, like where they're coming in their prime. If our average year of our gorilla is facing off against the average year of the bear, I want to know which one.
Yeah, it's about 20 for the gorilla. Maybe like 18, 20 years old for the gorilla.
And then 10 years for the bear.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Drake, do you
Yeah,
think
I
that
would
age?
say so.
Do you think that age plays a factor
The age for the bear or for the gorilla?
for both? Do you think they would equally know as much knowledge during that time frame, or do you think the gorilla would know more?
That's another thing. That's another thing I'll argue about for later on for the gorilla as well. Later on, we'll get to that point. But let's just kind of finish building your mental image here for both animals. Okay. So we got the gorilla standing 6 foot on its hind legs. The grizzly bear standing 7-8 foot on its hind legs. What was the average, Doc, for them?
For what? I'm sorry.
The grizzly bear's standing height.
8 feet.
8 foot, so standing 8
Mhm.
foot, so 2 foot taller. And then the grizzly also weighing an extra like 250 pounds over the gorilla as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just do like
Luke, can
arm
we have?
length.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and can I have claw length as
What?
well, please, for gorilla?
Yeah, Luke, what's the upper arm, because the gorillas usually attack, they don't really use their back legs too much. What is his wingspan for his upper arms?
For what? I'm sorry, the bear?
Yeah.
His wingspan? Oh, shit. I have a lot of tabs open. This is
Yeah,
insane.
you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
So the gorilla's wingspan is 7 foot 10 inches.
That's crazy.
That's arms,
that's
dude.
his upper arms.
That's arms. I don't know what the bears is. The bears is gonna be shorter than that, I think.
Yeah.
Wingspan, Luke.
Where is it? I guess it's saying anywhere from 6 to 8 feet.
So they're pretty much even.
So they're pretty much even. So they're around there, 6 to 8 foot. You know. So
Okay.
if it's 7 foot average, so I mean if it's average, it's the grizzly, the gorillas is 10 inches long.
All right, now
Yeah.
here's
Yeah,
I would
I have
say
a genuine question here because I really want to know power. Can you
Well,
guys give me
let's
the?
just keep going. Let's just keep going through the list that I have written down for the stats to build your mental image first before we start getting into what it can do.
Well, no, I wanted to know thigh circumference.
What the fuck?
Your thighs, dude, are like 90% of the power in your legs. I want to know which one of these animals have the bigger thighs, because that's going to be the lower end power that they're going to need to push up against the other.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
incredibly hard to find, dude. Like
I don't know. Google it.
Wow. And now you're making me work. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm trying to. I want to know this because if you think
and
about it,
did
like,
somebody say claw length?
yes, please.
On average, 3 inches.
That's a big. That's a pretty big claw.
That's a big ass claw, and they got 20 of them.
20. Fuck.
Yeah, there's nothing that gives me a measurement of a living gorilla.
Or is there kind of like any like lifting power or like
That's
push
what I'm
power?
getting to. Just let me go through the finished stats, man. Like, asking, give me his fucking left big toe length. That's really important to me. Like, what the fuck?
I'm trying to build a mental image, bro.
Yeah, let me finish what I have written down for your mental image. We got the size, we got the weight, we got the freaking arm length, so you can get how long the arm is. I'm gonna go through I'm gonna go through the strength now. We'll do skin thickness, we'll do bone thickness, we'll do bite force, and we'll do speed. That should give you everything for your fucking mental image, right? Unless you want to
Perfect.
know its fucking
Nope.
earlobe length. You want to know what kind of fucking gauge piercings it needs? You need like favorite colors, maybe? Like, what else do you want? Like, you want a coloring book that each animal did, or what? Like,
I want their eye width too.
yeah, right. Like,
All right.
let's just
Please-
finish this before you start asking questions.
Please
Because I might
continue.
have your questions already answered right here.
Please continue.
Okay. So, Doc, while I'll talk about this, but look up the average strength of a bear. I know what it is because I looked it up myself, but I'll let you look it up just
Like
to see if you
average strength, as in like how powerful their swipe is, or like.
We'll do that one later. We'll do that one next. But just the average strength of a bear.
Just average strength of a bear.
Luke, do you realize how bad he just made you sound? Because he's like, I know what it is because I was prepared.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was very
literally. I know what it is because
I really enjoy debating. I think
I know.
So that's why I like getting into this shit. So,
And Doc's like,
anybody who doesn't know, I debate fucking the stupidest shit in Marvel.
oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, I am not kidding you, and people at work can attest to this. I have literally gone away from my phone for a half an hour. I have showed people at work these text messages. I will go away for work for half an hour, and I will come back. And between Drake here and the ghost of Tyler, because remember, he's still dead, folks. He died a while ago. And the ghost of Tyler will be having these massive, just random debates about just sometimes the dumbest shit. And there are just paragraphs upon paragraphs. I will, no joke, be gone from my phone for half an hour, and right as I leave, Drake will ask Tyler a stupid question, and then I'll come back to 30 full paragraphs of them two arguing about that thing in a half an hour.
Yeah, like I learned calculus and trigonometry just so I can calculate the speed of an object inside of a movie so I can post it online to win an argument or debate that I was having with a couple of these other people in a forum.
Yeah,
on,
fighting with the
on
guy.
A debate, on a debate website.
Yeah,
that's great.
Literally fighting the guy.
That's dedication, though.
Yeah. And
that's
then
dedication.
I invited him out here and then, wonked on him. But, yeah, okay. So anyways, we'll get back. Okay. So, Doc, did you find the average strength of your...
So
of your
I don't know what unit of measurement you want for strength, but I guess it's 2.5 to 5 humans.
2.5 to 5 humans, which... Oh, okay, so everything I found, like, it's body weight. Strength in its own body weight.
Strength in its own body weight.
Yeah, like, how many times its body weight can it lift, essentially? Or push, essentially.
Oh. Like an ant can push like 30,000 times its body weight.
Like an ant can lift 50 times its body weight.
Yeah.
The dung beetle can lift 100 times its body weight.
Oh, apparently it has a general strength lift of 1,100.
1,100 pounds. Which is so everything I read is 0.8 times its body weight is what its strength is generally for like lifting, pushing, pulling, and things like that. So if you say it's 800-pound weight, 1,100, 1,200 is about 0.8 times its body weight.
Mm-hmm.
So for that one. So for the gorilla, here's where the gorilla just outclasses the bear ridiculously. So I've tried finding actual research papers on this, but I could not, but I found from multiple websites that more websites say the higher than the lower, which everywhere I read says 4 to 10 times its body weight the gorilla can lift. More websites say 10 times its body weight than 4 times. And then a few websites even went as high as saying 27 times its body weight, which that's not real. Because if the gorilla can lift 10 times its body weight, that's 4,000 pounds.
Holy
If it's
shit.
a 400-pound gorilla.
No way.
And that's what most of the websites say is 10 times its body weight. Even if we just go in the low end 4 times its body weight, that's still 1,000 at 150 pounds. That's still 1,900, 2,000 pounds it's lifting. So it's lifting 2 bears essentially,
Mm.
2.5 bears almost.
So that's massive thing for with those big hands and that grappling power. Fuck.
So it's got some power in it in its upper body and legs.
It's gonna force
Oh,
itself.
yeah.
It's gonna tackle the bear, force itself down, spread its legs open, and then rip its dick off.
Just go to town. But yeah, so there's that. Doc, did you find like swipe strength on a bear?
Oh yeah.
What did you find for that one?
So the hit strength. Oh, that was of a human because I remember I was looking that up too.
The human should be like so. If it's a boxer, it should be like 700 pounds per square inch. So like, but an untrained is probably like I think for a human is 200.
Gotcha. So this was a really broad spectrum, but it was 7,000 to 25,200 pounds. So that fucking average.
7,000 to 25,000.
Yeah, that's depending.
That's quite a fucking lot.
So probably your largest.
That's a little high.
So your largest motherfucker out there is probably that exact number.
So I mean, that's more than a fucking 50 BMG hitting you.
And dude, those things fucking hit hard. Holy shit.
Because a 50 BMG is 15,000.
And they have 7-inch fucking paws that they're smacking you with 3-inch claws on that. And not only that, but I forgot what was it? They have a layer. Their armor, like their fucking fat and skin, I think it's a layer of like 3.5 inches.
Yeah, he's not wrong because right here this is saying a bear that weighs about 600 pounds has a 14,000 swipe strength.
14,000 or 1,400?
14,000. 875.
Jeez.
So, and that's a bear at a max of 600 pounds. So a bear bigger than that is going to have close to 20,000 pound swipe force.
So bear's hitting you as hard as a fucking 50 BMG.
So, dude, Jesus Christ.
Bear's fucking
with 3-inch claws. With 3-inch claws, dude.
That's 7-inch paws.
That's probably what makes the foot pound so high is because it's going all into the claw. So when you have force projecting into a smaller area, the pressure of the force increases more. So because you have the entire strength coming down on 5 claws
on this tiny little surface area, this tiny, maybe not even a quarter of an inch surface area that is going to touch where you are first, and that is going to be 20,000 pounds of force on that literally less than square inch. That's just going to go right. I mean, we're literally being like, yeah, we're literally,
So
it makes sense.
In that regard, that outclasses the gorilla. So the gorilla has a punching force of 2,700 pounds per square inch.
Gotcha.
So still 2,700. That's about 2,000 more than it needs to technically crack a skull.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know most human skulls can actually take 700 psi of force, but so I mean that's still enough to mush a skull. Yeah.
Man, I just think I obviously this isn't
to give you guys a thought there. So if a gorilla punches you, it's gonna be exactly the same as being shot by a 308 round.
Holy.
And have it
so both of them are going to really hurt each other like a lot. Like they're gonna swipe the fuck out of each other and beat the shit out of each other.
Now I want to put in a factor of, like we said, 3-inch claws. The motherfucker's swiping 10 of them at you.
Yeah.
And those are coming in hard. if he lands any of those, gashing that motherfucker up that deep,
So I'm
there's
interested to
a
hear. I'm interested when Drake gets the skin. That's what I'm interested with that.
Yeah,
the big one.
that's what I have next. Skin thickness. It was kind of hard for me to get like an actual thickness ratio of it.
same here.
Um, from what I've read, Doc, I don't know if you've read this as well. They're similar to each other. The skin thickness is similar to each other in that regard.
I didn't see anything on the gorilla. I just know that I looked up just the layer of fat
Yeah.
that goes
Hey,
around them, and just at their
hey,
shoulders, it's 3.5. What is
Drake,
it?
I have a question about the skin.
Between
Do you
3 to
have
3.5
your
feet. Holy
do you
shit!
have hair measurements as well?
Fur measurements? No, I could
Yeah,
probably look up like fur thickness.
I'd like to
No.
know. I'd
Um,
like to know because I feel like the grizzly bear might have the edge at fur thickness just for overall protection, but I don't
yeah.
know.
So the I do know the gorilla is very lean. It has like almost no body fat on him at all. It's
Hmm.
the gorilla is pure muscle.
Yeah.
I think the average gorilla was 8 to 10% body fat,
Okay.
which is very fucking
Mm.
lean.
All
Ooh,
right.
that's another good one. Let me look that. Grizzly bears average body fat.
I did get the bone density for a gorilla versus a human. So I don't know
Average
if you wanted to
35%.
35%. Yeah, so they're gonna have a lot
35%.
more like
Chubby.
cushion as well for like
Hmm.
impact and blow wise.
Yep.
Um,
We already said that they
but a
had,
rock really helps take away a lot of cushion.
yeah,
I will say
the
that
bite
now.
force,
Yeah, so we'll
right?
say
We
bite
did.
force as well. Yep, we'll do. We didn't say it on the podcast yet. We did on the last one. We'll do it on this one
Yeah, I was
too.
gonna say on the last one, I
Yeah.
think you had the
So,
edge.
um, what's your bite force again, Doc?
My bite force?
Yeah, I
My
don't know if
bite
Luke is
force
listening or
was
not. If he's looking up
975.
Chatterbait.
The what?
Say it again for Luke. He's now here with us.
Oh, 975.
Okay.
975.
Uh-huh.
The gorilla is 1,300 psi.
Yeah.
So the gorilla's biting down way harder. And I will
Yeah.
say this for the gorilla's skin as well. Gorillas fighting each other, they bite each other, and they're able to withstand the bites of each other no problem.
How
So
big
the
are
gorilla's
gorilla's
skin,
teeth?
I think the
Yeah.
canine tooth is an average
What's
3
fang
inches, I
length?
believe.
Doc, what's your fang length?
Mine was 3 inches.
2 inches.
Okay.
Okay,
Not
still.
much of a difference. Okay. But will
Not
it?
not much difference. But then even 1,300 psi, so it's going to be going down. It's going to go through more at 1,300 psi versus
But this is where
900
I think the
psi.
fur thickness plays a factor because it's gonna be really hard for a. Let's be honest, any of us like imagine me trying to bite my dog. Like the fur is going to impede a lot of my mouth to be able to get a firm grip on the skin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I think fur
Uh,
thickness plays a big factor in that because it's going to decrease. No matter what, it's definitely. I don't know by how much, but it definitely will decrease that bite force of the gorilla because of the fur.
So they have thick springy hair is all they really tell me. Thick springy hair. So it's just a thick hard kind of like matted coating of hair essentially.
For
I
the
would
gorilla.
okay.
imagine for the gorilla. I would
Yeah.
imagine it's probably close to 2 inches long.
The
Each hairline is, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yep, that's accurate.
Yeah, and the bear, it's a dense woolly fur, and it's anywhere from 1 to 2 inches.
So probably pretty similar to
So
each other.
Yeah,
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 thick, a
that's
thick,
pretty fair.
dense wool. Oh yeah, sorry, thick as well. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that
definitely think both will have decreased bite forces because of that. Let's be honest, biting hair, like it's not, it's not easy to find
Yeah,
skin.
it's yeah, no, definitely not. Um,
and I
um,
found out that the grizzly bear's body fat at his shoulders is in fact 3 to 3.5 feet thick.
yeah, yeah.
Holy hell!
The shoulders are no fucking joke, man. Then how fast, like at a full on run, is your bear?
At full out run, I believe it was 35 miles an hour. They're not the fastest boys, but they're fucking quick for their size.
So the gorilla's full-on sprint is 25 miles per hour.
Okay, that's not
Okay.
too much. That's not too. That's
Yeah.
not too.
I will say that the bear should be able to have more endurance to run longer distances. The gorilla is more of a sprinter.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that. I can see
Oh, yeah.
that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, when that bear retreats like a pussy.
Right?
Just kidding. I'm still indifferent.
Man. So that should give you your like kind of comparison there for you. Okay, like about like each thing's size. So the overall the bear is much larger than the gorilla is,
hmm
but the gorilla is much stronger.
Yes.
With about a 400 psi stronger bite
Yeah.
as well. You know. Oh, and then bone thickness. Do you have anything about bone thickness, Doc?
Ooh, I don't, but I'll look.
For the gorilla, the average bone thickness is about 3 times that of a human femur, which is the strongest bone in the body, and it's that's not including its skull, which is even more dense and harder than the rest of its body as well.
Yeah, that's similar to mine. And what the hell is it? It says 10 times the bone density, and their skull thickness averages 1.25 inches thick.
Let me look up actual skull thickness.
Culligan, the water experts.
A gorilla's skull is 9 inches thick in some places.
Yeah,
Holy
I
hell.
mean, and you can see it. Look at the head. Like it's a big.
Gorilla skulls are found with grooves in them where bullets were unable to penetrate and bounced off.
Wow, that's
Holy
fucking
shit.
crazy. Holy shit, dude.
Oh yeah, and on this one I'm getting they're 3 to 4 inches thick, and then this one says 2.5.
So
Okay,
so
so-
it looks like the bones are probably about similar to each other, with
So
the
it looks like
exception
at
being
the
the
most
skull.
4 inches.
Advantage skull gorilla for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah.
Although, hold on, I'm going to counterpoint
And
this.
and I will
That's
counterpoint. I will say this as well, real quick, as Luke. The bullets that are grazing off a skull isn't going to be a 9mm. They're going to be bullets designed to kill gorillas.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
they're going to be large caliber bullets as well.
But I will also say this, Drake. I'm going to come back right at you. We have already determined that a bear's swipe is bigger than a 50 cal BMG bullet. So, and you know that
you guys
That
didn't
is
look that
true.
up. I was the one that provided that fact. So Doc, if you want to fact check that, look up how much force a
Oh, the
BMG gives you.
a 50
Yeah,
BMG.
I
I'll see if I can
that's
Google
what I believe a 50 BMG is 15. So look that up. I did double check. The 308 is about 26 to 2800, and the gorilla's punch is 27. So 308 does match along with a gorilla's punch.
10 to 15,000 foot-pounds.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah. Okay. So my 15
That's nuts.
was pretty accurate. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So let's be honest. A bear's swipe is going through that skull.
Bam. That's a concussion
Well, hang
at the
on.
least. Smack.
A concussion. He's playing like a marionette puppet with his freaking. He's gonna go into that brain and freaking
Yeah. Yeah, really.
play around with the claws.
Play around in there. Yeah, man, that's oh man, one swipe. That is stapling a person, a human being to the ground. Doesn't matter what the human being is. Smack. Sit down.
I'll just say this quick while Drake's looking up his thing. I don't know if you guys ever heard it, but that video of those two people that were camping out in the middle of the wilderness, that husband and the girlfriend and boyfriend, and the guy was like a bear lover, and then the one bear literally dragged him out of the tent and ate him alive, and then they have the recordings of her like in the tent hiding, and he's like, "Get out here, like help me, he's eating me alive," and then he got killed, and then the bear crawled into the tent and dragged her out, and then buried half of her body in like an area to keep her stowed away. They killed the bear because the bear wouldn't leave the campsite and it was eating the rest of the remnants of him.
At that point, you have to. Like,
And then they check
yeah.
the video camera and it's fucking her in the tent fucking cowering and him outside screaming as he's being literally ripped apart.
That's
And
crazy.
They were sleeping in like a bear valley where the grizzlies stay. They were camping right in the middle of them, and he didn't bring a gun.
But I was gonna say, shame on you for not being armed. You know what
Yeah.
nature is capable
Yeah.
of. Just
So
prepare yourself in case.
yeah. So what I'm
Don't be
reading here,
foolish.
which I guess this makes sense. So there's really not like laws for like hunting gorillas at all. So people kind of use what they want. So people mostly come in with like 44 Magnum and just like unload on the fucking thing
Yeah.
into the center and into the center chest. You know, is usually what they end up doing. So
They're
most
mixed.
hunters that do it though, they do choose 308 to 30-6.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could see that.
That's most hunters. So
It makes sense.
I mean, whether or not that's a 308 or 3-6 bouncing off the gorilla's head, I can't say. Probably not. It's probably those assholes that come in with the 44 Magnum taking a shot and bouncing off the
Mhm.
gorilla's head. Then you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
But still, 44 Magnum bouncing off of your fucking skull is pretty hard fucking core.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, dude.
that's
You know.
nuts. That is
So,
All right,
fucking nuts. I
Drake,
can
do you have any more
imagine.
stats?
I think that pretty much gives you everything like
Yeah,
stat wise.
it's a pretty good idea.
Know for like
Yeah.
you know.
Mhm.
So I mean,
They're pretty similar. They got both of them
they're
have
similar in
advantages,
pretty
man.
areas. They both have some decent advantages.
Yeah.
Um,
Like heavy
I will
advantage
say,
weight
I
to
will say the
gorilla.
last stat. Yeah, I will say the last stat we didn't really talk about too much was intelligence.
A gorilla definitely has that on a bear. I mean,
Yeah, I will.
apes are very, very smart.
So they are known to use, like I said, rocks and sticks as actual clubs against each
Fuck, they
other.
can learn
Do
sign
you think
language.
bears are more instinctual though?
I would say so. Um, I mean, they kind of all do the same thing. They biggest fucking bear gets the most territory and the most
Yeah, I think it would be pretty
puss. And
instinctual, like when it comes to fighting.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
So
it's
that it
everything
might be
pretty
that still might be an
instinctual
advantage for the
them.
gorilla because it might not be able to adapt. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, the gorilla's used to having the harder fights because it's going to either have to kill off multiple chimpanzees that attack it. Because in gorilla colonies, the gorilla troops, it's really only the alpha silverback that does any of the fighting. While like the rest of the women and there's the smaller silverback kind of hang back. While in like chimpanzee troops, or like rogue silverbacks, that some silverbacks actually can band together, I guess, and attack like a large alpha to try to take over a troop of
Yeah.
chimpanzees. So it's usually one silverback gorilla fighting off multiple. So the silverbacks usually have good understanding of fighting on multiple assailants. You know, at its same strength level,
Okay.
where it's fighting somebody that's pushing at 1,800 pounds at the low end. You know, at
Yeah.
410 its body weight. You know,
Fuck, man.
4,000 pounds
I'm
at the highest. You know.
I'm telling you
Yeah,
guys right now, and I'm being dead serious when I say this. I genuinely don't have an answer yet for which one I feel.
The other thing I will say as well, that we haven't really gotten into, both animals are pretty decent at climbing, but the gorilla outclasses the bear in climbing
Yeah.
trees.
Oh
I can
yes,
see
yeah,
that.
Obviously,
definitely.
you know, very
Yep.
But
outclasses it. You know.
true, but you got to give it to the bear for knowing how to climb trees.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
You
something
know,
that fucking heavy being able to climb a tree is a testament to its strength
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
that's
But
insane.
I
But I
think
mean, at the
that
same time, the gorilla is
gorilla.
literally just whipping itself around. You know,
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh
It's
yeah.
freely.
there's-
Yeah.
there's a video of a gorilla shooting off. I think it shot off like a branch and launched itself into the glass at a zoo and cracked the glass.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Which, if you know the glass at a zoo, they withstand
Strong.
bears.
Yeah.
That glass withstands bears, and this gorilla cracked it. You know.
Mhm. Yeah, true. Now I remember the other day at the last one, you showed two gorillas fighting. I
Yeah.
wanted to show two
Okay.
grizzlies fighting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
And see the fierceness in
So,
this weight.
so you're okay. So I'll pull up my video just to show it after again. On
Yeah,
this one.
yeah,
The
definitely.
difference,
Yeah,
I will
yep.
say, the difference between the video I showed and probably your video is that my two gorillas weren't fighting for like food or to kill. They were just
Yeah.
kind of a tiny
Fighting.
bit upset at each other. You know.
Yeah, that's
That,
very
that was
true.
that was it. So it wasn't like an actual
Yeah.
attack. You know.
Can you find one though like that, Drake?
It's gonna happen dangerously.
I've
You wonder.
looked. But I have found lions fighting bears.
Gee. Oh my god, dude. Oh, look at the fur go flying.
They
Right?
just rip, man. It's fucking insane.
Oh,
Look at them just
power.
wrestle. They know they fall, they die. They're like, mm-mm.
Oh fuck, man. That's oh, look at the pile driver, dude.
Once he got him on his back, he's done.
Oh, look at him just fucking shredding him now. He's like, okay, I give up, dude. Fuck. I'm literally walking away. Go, like, I'm leaving you. Oh, dude, look, he knows it. He's just like, I gotta get away.
Ah.
Oh, we got off him.
Dude, they just keep going.
Yeah, look at this. Locked in. Oh, and a
Took
drive,
him
dude.
down again.
See, when they got him down, they're ripping at him with
He
their
can
fucking
ground-
other
man,
claws.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't think they could fight that hard.
And they
Okay, that's
keep
pretty
going.
good. Yeah,
Dude,
that's
they
pretty.
go for minutes. Like,
Yeah, look at that.
fast forward
Jesus.
2 minutes, they're still
And now
fucking...
he's up. This guy's up. He was the one that didn't. He was down
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah. He's the winner will be declared now. That just means that's like the most
Dang.
pissed they can get. But see, now he's been pinned down. So it's pretty much like the
Yeah, so then
rules
they probably just
are,
fucking talk about it. But yeah, that's
like, you're done. Like
So
I'm
who
They-
won?
they
Just
almost
who won?
don't-
Just for us, our sakes and the listeners' sakes. They're gonna want to know who won this battle now.
that's
For
true.
the
I
end.
think,
Who
I
won?
think the old guy won.
The old guy won.
Holy shit, dude.
Go back. Go to the end. Go to the yeah. Dude, they're just fucking exhausted. Look at him. He's choking him out. Look at him. Oh my god.
God, can
I
you
think he's
imagine
got a
if we
bit
did
under the
that?
arm or something. Oh, he's exhausted, dude. Look at the blood. Oh no, it's a stick. Never mind. They're just fucking exhausted. That's
That might be
okay.
hair and shit from the other guy
Okay,
who's fighting.
so I think endurance advantage. Fuck, I don't know though. The gorilla has some endurance too.
Oh yeah, no kidding. Like that's
Dude, look at the one on the left. He is exhausted.
Thing I've ever seen in Mother Nature.
so the old guy fucking won. So he defended his territory.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Get the fuck
Wow,
out of
dude,
here.
Look at this. Look at that, dude.
Yeah.
They're just like, okay, man, are you done? I'm done. Like, we're exhausted. Okay, good
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wrong button. But
Okay,
yeah,
Drake.
that
Drake.
fucking just
Yeah,
two of
and-
those fucking guys going at it for like it was
Drake. Who do you think has more
That's just
endurance,
about,
a
like,
bear or a
6
gorilla?
minutes.
in a fight, they're probably
Yeah.
very similar. I'd
Probably.
say running the bear beats the gorilla in a run.
Yeah.
Like if the gorilla
Man.
tries to run away, the bear can chase it down and attack it again. But I think in a straight up fight where they're both going all out, it's probably pretty similar.
I gotta see a good gorilla fight here.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the best one I can show you that I can really find, heck, is
What the heck?
this one right here. It's in a zoo. So keep in mind the difference is, I mean, that one was for territory for like its actual livelihood. This one are just two silverback that are just kind of like upset each other. So the fight doesn't actually go on. It's just kind of like, hey, dude, you're pissing me off. So what set it up? You'll see the one come out here and he charges the people, and this one on the right that's looking at the people doesn't like it. But you can see like the strength in just the charge itself to push back a 500, 450 pound boom.
Oh my god, look at that.
Pushes them back 6 to 10 feet. They're literally punching each other in the face, you know.
Hmm.
So I mean,
Yeah,
it doesn't.
They're more
doesn't look-
scrappier.
Yeah, it doesn't look as impressive again because they're not really fighting. In an actual
Yeah,
fight,
yeah.
like reading about what they do in an actual fight,
In
they rip
nature.
each other's arms off. They rip each
Mhm.
other's limbs off. They grab a hold and pull with their legs. I could probably show you this though. Let me see if I can find it here, just in case.
Trying to Google it there. Yeah, there isn't many like territorial fights.
No,
That bottom left picture is great.
I will show this one.
Silverback.
This is a news broadcast of it. See.
That this has happened, but no worries. The gorilla only cracked one pane. This
Boom.
glass is custom made,
Cracks the
triple
glass. Look at
pane
that.
thick,
You know,
and
That's
Kajiko and his
wild,
friends cannot get out.
like cracks
was
the
willing.
glass. You know, which I mean, that's
was
pretty
willing.
hardcore to do. You know,
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
some size.
There's that one.
Oh, but I do gotta say, there is nothing on this planet that is more dangerous than a mother grizzly protecting her cubs.
Yeah.
So like this thing, this is
No matter
steel
what you
cable
are.
right here. So this is kind of what. Shut up, music. This is kind of what like the gorilla would grab its arm and just pop. You know,
Oh yeah.
tears the log right off of.
Now
his
he's
steel
wielding a
cable.
fucking bat, dude.
You know now he's carrying a log. He does it again with this one too. This is a
What a
toe
dick. He's
strap.
just breaking shit.
Yeah, he just rips it off.
Wow.
You know. See, he's like
Yeah, I
actually
want to see how he
examining
breaks
it.
this
He's
here.
actually
I want to see
looking
how he
at it.
breaks it.
He's studying it.
Yeah, you know. That one.
Oh, that's
man.
lame.
That one ended before he did it. That was it's
Come
so
on.
But yeah, so I mean,
Fuck.
they're
Okay.
gonna grab stuff and pull eventually when they get a
Yeah.
chance. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a few questions, gentlemen. A couple of silly ones and a couple of normal ones.
Sure.
Okay? The first
Mhm.
question I have. Now, this doesn't sway it in either way. I just thought this would be a funny one. If your animal practices a religion, I want to know which religion you think it would practice.
It's probably gonna be for mine. It probably would be like Buddhist, maybe, or Christian. I would say, because gorillas naturally are actually not aggressive. They only get aggressive when being like attacked themselves, or when they really need to protect their troop. So most of the time, a gorilla is not going to do it. And most of the time, when a gorilla attacks a human, it's doing it just to get it away. And what it does is it runs up and it grabs the human's leg and just runs with it, carrying the human by the leg, and just takes off down the woods. And the most damage the human gets is because it just blasts into all kinds of trees along the way. You know. So like a gorilla's habitat is very like densely populated by like trees and whatnot.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go. People look at bears and they think Russia, and so I'd say, well, Russia's mostly Christian, so they're probably Christians.
Okay, that's fair. That's a
You
valid
know.
point. Okay.
But I will show you this here. I can show you this video where it says how this kind of give you an idea of how a bear would react to like maybe an animal that's not as the same as another bear here. So this is a bear fighting like lions or large cats right here.
Although it's a movie,
So it's not the same as it's not a grizzly, but this is how the bear reacts to a large cat. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it stays down on all fours. It doesn't actually get up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, so who knows if the bear is going to actually stand on its hind legs against the gorilla or not? You know,
I
But
imagine
this is showing the bears versus cats.
Yeah. I imagine the
I mean, these
bear
are
would
black
probably
bears. You know,
match what what its opponent does. Stand on all fours or try to stand up, look bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It might try to mimic. Might be more instinctual thing for it to do. The only way it can adapt
Yeah.
is to mimic the fight
Because
style.
that bear starts by standing up. He's gonna fucking just try to outpower.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's that. So again, like you know, yeah, we can probably could stand up and try to match power, but who knows if the gorilla's on all fours as well? You know, because the gorilla can switch between its arms to all four very quickly. You know.
Yeah.
without
Mhm.
really having like
Yeah, a lot faster than a bear.
a lot faster.
You get a
Okay.
lot more
Um,
weight up there.
um, then what was I just gonna show you as well?
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, show me.
Never. Nah, yeah, I think that's it. I don't unless I remember what it was. I'll
Okay.
fall back.
All
But
right.
that's just obviously it was a smaller bear, not the same, but the fighting style still between bears should all be similar.
By the way, can I change my bear's religion to Scientologist?
Dude, now my gorilla's gonna lose, dude.
All right. This is my
I'm
last
just saying.
question. This is my
Proves
last
it, they like
question. And
that.
listen, I'm being dead serious here. This last question could sway whichever way I think of this, okay? And then I will make my decision. All right?
Hmm.
So this is my last question to you. And put your heart into this one.
Oh man.
I am in this wilderness right now. I am in this even common ground between the two of you. And I round that corner and I am face to face with your animal. Why should I fear for my life? Doc, I'll give you the floor first.
Well, this thing is
I'm
just bigger
standing
than you.
face to face with this animal, nowhere
Mhm.
else to go besides forward and backward, and why should I fear my life?
Well, first, it's got a better chance of attacking you than an ape does, than a gorilla. Gorillas are pretty docile. They don't want to, like he said, they don't only get in fights when they want to, or like not when they want to, but when they want to protect themselves or something. And you just might be in the way of bear's lunch. And purely, it's just bigger than you. That swipe, like you said, that's just hitting you anywhere. And us as humans with those claws, it's probably gonna kill us with a swipe, depending on where it's just slices its claws through. And there's a lot of guns. You're carrying a 9mm or 45 on average. Neither of those are gonna do shit against that creature, unfortunately. Unless you're hunting, got a big ass rifle, then power to you.
Yeah,
But
you better get those shots off quickly.
yeah, and if this thing doesn't fucking swipe you and kill you, it's literally gonna
That's
hold you down and just bite chunks off you so you bleed out and die.
that rifle shot that you have is the most important shot of your life because if you put that anywhere, it's game over.
Yes. Oh yeah. So
Okay. Drake,
Oh, it was Wolverine, not Mongoose. Yes, sir.
I'm running the corner. Why should I be terrified?
Well, I think the very first thing you should be afraid of is from a gorilla. If you run the corner, it's there already. It's been watching you for a long time, and it knows that you're in its territory already, and it knows that it has small little babies that it has to protect because you are a giant thing as well, and it doesn't know exactly what you are. I think the biggest thing you need to be scared of is that when gorillas fight, they're not fighting to kill you. They're fighting so it makes it so they're fighting to make you look the ugliest it can, and so that you can never have the chance to reproduce. And I think the other thing as well, it's super scary, is this gorilla is very, very intelligent. So you have no idea what it's actually thinking in its head, but it's thinking something. It's thinking more than just I need food, I need to sleep. It's thinking like I don't like this thing. It looks weird. It's possibly diseased. I need to kill it and get it away from my family right now. Is it trying to take over my land? There's a stick to my right I can grab and whack it over the head. If I pin it
yeah.
down to the floor, I can grab its testicles and rip them off. It's saying, okay, if I can pin this thing down and grab its arm with my arm and rip your arm off, and then it says maybe that's enough. Maybe I'll stop attacking after I rip its arm off and I bite its skull open, and then I'm after I castrate it, then I'm done attacking you. So you're not dying right there. You're not dying. You're gonna die. You're gonna bleed out slowly and die a very painful death after that.
Mm.
Um. So I will say, let me look. Let me look up. I will say in the gorilla's help as well. Wolverine bite force. So there's in Alaska University, um, so I will say this: in Alaska University, there's reports of wolverines killing polar bears by biting its throat and killing it,
Hmm.
and the average wolverine's bite force is 50 psi.
Gotcha.
The
Hmm.
gorilla's is 1,300.
Hmm.
Okay, and then I will say another reason: gorillas do target the mouth. They like to grab the jaw and pull on it as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. That'd be
You know.
that'd be a little
So
painful.
I think we should do now, Luke, to kind of help you out, is Doc will explain why he believes the grizzly bear can beat and kill the gorilla, and I'll explain why I think the gorilla can kill the grizzly bear.
I like that.
Okay, so real quick, we are out of time. Do we do a part 3 of this?
I
Or
say we just go and finish this. We
Yeah.
can do more animals next. You know.
okay, sounds good.
Yeah,
Then
that's
I have my answer.
Do you want to? I say we just give us our last like closing. Doc
Okay,
explains why
all
he
right.
kills the. And
Okay.
then I explain that, and that's it.
I'm letting you guys know I'm kind of made up right now, so one of you got to
That's fine,
push hard
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I like I said from the beginning, I think they're literally walking tanks. They are just big, meaty, just battering rams with a punch really, really hard and a bite really, really fucking hard with 3-inch fangs, 3-inch teeth, and I don't know. I just feel like their fierceness of just wanting to claim their territory, which is interesting that I think because both of them like to claim their own territory. So it would be crazy if they've ever met.
Yeah, we could have it be like a
But
territory battle.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. But yeah, and I just think that they are the apex of what a fucking an animal on land should be. And fucking fear, even as humans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drake?
So for me, I think the gorilla is probably gonna take it more times than not, just because of its fighting style is so erratic, and its movements is so erratic. It's definitely gonna get cut up. It's definitely gonna be bleeding. It's definitely gonna be hurt for sure. But its movements are gonna be so erratic. It's gonna turn around, swing around a tree, and come right back full force at the gorilla, at the grizzly. Again, the gorilla's strength, it
And
can
that might negate the swipe of the bear with how
might
erratic
negate the swipe of the bear. Yeah, exactly how erratic it's moving. It's
Mhm.
also can lift the bear up technically, even at 4 times its body weight. It can lift the bear up and throw it pretty easily. So if a bear stands up on hind legs to try to push down on top of the gorilla, I think the gorilla can just grab it and just throw it to the side and get on top of it. The gorilla, if it wants to, I again because gorillas attack jaws a lot. I think if the gorilla wants to just grab the bear's lower jaw and rip it off, it would be pretty easy for the gorilla to do as well. I think the gorilla definitely needs to avoid the claws, but with its jumping, its erratic movements, throwing its hands around, kind of like it's almost brawling like a human essentially is, but just way stronger. And then also, not to mention the downward strike of the gorilla. That was the other video I was going to show you. How gorillas intimidate is they slam their hands down on the floor and then charge towards you. That's how they intimidate. I don't need to show you that though. But so the downward strike the gorilla is going to be massive. I mean, not
That's
to
a
mention
thump.
it's just a few inches longer. So if the bear does connect to if the gorilla does connect to the snout of the bear's claws are not going to connect to anything but the arms of the gorilla. So the bear does have one whip to the nose of the bear, and the bear's being hurt by that quite big. And we saw in the video, there's not much a bear can do when something's on its back, which I think a gorilla can
Well,
easily
they
get to
do
the back
have
of a
their
bear.
back, their back too, that they just claw like a cat would. It would fucking like kick at you.
Yeah.
grab with its front arms and kick it with its rear.
But if the
It
gorilla's
does that, but with its
what if the
other
gorilla's on the
10.
bear's back? Don't forget the gorilla's got hands on its
on the
feet.
bear's back. Oh,
Yeah, if
yes.
the gorilla gets
Yes.
on the bear, if the gorilla if the bear goes to a charge, the gorilla jumps at a tree and then jumps from on top of the tree back on
okay.
top of the grizzly,
I know what you
on
mean.
top of the bear. There's hands on the gorilla's feet. There's hands on the gorilla's hands. It can grab you by its feet and just start whapping on your head with that as well.
Okay,
And then not to mention the bite. I mean, the bite, one single bite, it's harder than a bear's bite, so it's going deeper.
So I have my answer, gentlemen. I will review it. I will reveal it when I share my screen. You may click that watch stream. It will have the answer. Okay, I'm just letting you gentlemen know. I would just like to preface this before I answer this. My response is based off of this and last podcast's facts that you guys have given and has no meaning on our friendship. Okay, I'm just gonna preface that right now. All right, I just want you both to know this is not taken
naturally.
For the fans at home, we have the drum roll and
trying to see it in his camera if you can see like the edge
Right.
of it.
Oh!
Wow, really?
Nice.
Huh. Wow.
I will say I think it's a 55-45 scenario. I don't think the gorilla is gonna beat it a ton more times than
it's
the
not
bear
much, man. If we had a simulator, I don't think it's much, but I just think about
I think
I
wonder how a simulator would go.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think the location matters a lot in this battle as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we made it a very like sparsely denselated forest, very thin trees and whatnot, I think the gorilla is going to lose to the bear. And I think if we made it a very highly dense forest, lots of big trees for the gorilla, I think the gorilla is going to beat the bear. But I think having the ability to climb up a tree and then jumping back down way quicker, as well as swinging from branches in like calculated ways, is just a very big.
There would for sure be a couple of ties here with the it'd be close. Like you said, I'm pretty sure it'd be 55-45 would be the difference.
Okay.
Drake, what got me, your three biggest arguments that swayed me was hand size, skull thickness, and overall ability to lift weight.
No, well, that's what I think.
I don't think it's winning if it can't lift more than the bear's weight.
No,
I don't think it's winning.
If it has the same strength as a bear, 0.8 times its body weight, I don't think it's beating a bear. If it can only lift 800 pounds, I don't think it's beating a bear then.
Like I said, Doc, nothing to our friendship, but I honestly think that it's and I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this to stroke off Drake over here. I think it's.
No, now I think that since I lost here, I feel like I should be the one.
He leaves the podcast.
Yeah, right. I leave. I just never talk to you guys ever again.
I should be the one to be barred from the podcast.
You're the mediator for next one.
Yeah. I think I should be.
But we gotta find something that you're actually impartial to. Like we gotta find a couple. We'll spend time and figure out what animal which two you think you could be swayed on. We'll go over that. We'll figure out. We'll try and bring up
we'll do this next. Doc, why don't you decide two animals that you can't decide?
That's better.
And give it to Luke and I to debate.
Yep.
Okay.
And Drake and I will decide which one we feel more strongly about.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Yeah, I like that.
Okay, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Silverback Gorilla, take this one. Yeah, tell us who you think wins. Obviously, comment in the YouTube section. I do want to thank you guys. Our last video actually was our highest video yet, which is pretty crazy to think about, like people who get millions of views, but we do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. We're on Spotify, we're on Apple, we're on YouTube, the Faster Tadpoles podcast. Just feel free to give us some love on there and let us know which one you think honestly wins, and give us, we could still swing back to the other side, but just give us like some compelling arguments and stuff too. I'd like to hear from you guys. So
like Luke and I said, we're really honestly only swayed 55-45 for
It's
the
not
Gorilla.
much.
Oh yeah.
Not
So-
much at all. So I mean, new evidence comes to light. Something we didn't mention here
Yep.
comes to light. Something that you think was maybe mentioned off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think.
Let us
Oh, yeah.
know.
Agreed.
All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll be coming out with another episode here soon about any of these topics. We'll figure something out, but
Think of something good.
or we won't. We'll figure something out. Anyways, thanks again for all of the views and everything and support, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.